Hello, Randy Rain here, and 2 years ago for Mother's Day, I made my mom this little wooden bridge for her garden. And since that time, Texas froze and all the electricity went out for days. And then after that, a summer came where it was over 100 degrees every day for 3 months. And my little bridge did not make it. It now looks like it's been through the apocalypse. So I'm going to bring it back and make it better. And so the whole thing is just completely falling apart. I used the clear Gorilla Glue to glue this thing together, and these did not stick whatsoever. Now the supports, they seem to stick together, but I'm guessing just because of all the surface area, which is good because I'm going to reuse these things. I'll just sand these down, get it down to some fresh wood. And everything else will be new wood. And this 1x6 8-foot plank cost $22. That's insane. A wooden fence must cost a fortune nowadays. And now to glue all this together this time, I'm going with liquid nails. I thought about epoxy, but I went with liquid nails just mainly because it's made for outdoor. And I'm just eyeballing these planks. Here's a little trick. Instead of taking this cap off and trying to figure out some way to keep this from hardening, just wrap it in foil. Now my bridge had little railings last time, but it was too thin. That was one of the first things that went. So I'm going to do the same thing, but they're going to be bigger and thicker railings. So I'm going to double up the curved part. So I need some strips of wood, and I'm just going to put them in a tub of water and put them out in the sun for a while. And that was pretty much it for the first day, and so I decided to clamp these pieces of wet wood onto the bridge and let them set overnight. Which worked, and I knew they weren't going to be as bent as I need them to be, and I figured I could bend them some more, but it turns out I really couldn't, but I'll get to that. The posts for the railings are also going to be thicker as well. And each one needs a little slot for the railing to go into. So now once the posts are attached, it's time for the railing. And this whole time I've had them clamped onto the underside of the template of the wooden structure. Now these have been setting over bent, so they should be bent more so I can use them. And I'm just going to layer up 2 of them, and they're going to be glued on each layer. It's going to be glued in each slot, and I'm not going to go sparingly on the glue. And then I thought my handsaw was a lot sharper than it is, which is not very sharp. I need me one of those Japanese handsaws for sure. Kind of chewed up one of them. The rest I put a piece of wood on the bottom and just cut through. Those came out pretty good. Now before, all I did was spray it with some clear enamel, and that didn't protect it at all. This time it's getting fully painted. That's why I sanded it down. I didn't make it smooth, I just knocked off all the roughness of it. And that's why I'm going to be spackling and filling all the holes and all the cracks as well. And this time I'm going with Glidden Premium Outdoor Paint. This should hold up. Now, it's not my first color of choice, but I got this in the Oops section. This was a mistake, and so it was 50% off. So at 50% off, I love this color. And there's going to be a lot more things around the house this color. Now, just like with the liquid nails, since I have to wait for this paint to dry before I can turn it over, I'm just going to dip the brush and get it full of paint and put it in some foil. That will keep it until I'm ready to use it again. And so I put it on thick, and I ended up doing more than one coat for sure. So there you have it, a $50 Mother's Day gift. It better last more than 2 years this time. Now anyway, you ready to see a tour through the garden? Here it is. So if you like this video, I sure would appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, of course, hit the subscribe button. I'd like to thank these people here. These are patrons. These are the people keeping this channel going. If it wasn't for them, I could not put out a video every Saturday. Yes, I put out a video like this every Saturday. And I couldn't do it without these people, so I thank them very much. If you'd like to become a patron, of course, there's links and all that other stuff, like all the YouTube thanks and all that stuff. Anyway, thank them, and I thank you for watching.